The Switch 2 just quietly fixed one of the biggest annoyances of the original console, and hardly anyone's talking about it. I'm talking about the magnetic rails on which you attach your Joy-Cons. This tiny change might actually be a game changer. If you've ever loaded the Switch, you know the classic Joy-Cons rails have problems. Loose connections, wobble, the awkward click that never felt quite solid, and after a while, they get scratched or damaged. Worst part, you don't even realize how bad it is until you're deep in a game and your controller straight up detaches. Yeah, that sucks. And let's say you wanna fix this problem. Well, unfortunately, it's not really that easy. You can't just buy a new pair of Joy-Cons because they're not the problem. Instead, you can either change the railing system on your Switch or just buy the console once more. Changing the railing system sounds like the best option, but it's not that easy to perform. So, if you choose to change it by yourself, you may end up breaking the Switch. The other option is to take it to a GSM service, and here you'll pay lots of money to get it fixed. Yeah, neither of these options sound appealing. It would just be better if you wouldn't have these problems in the first place. Well, thanks to the new magnetic railing system introduced with the Switch 2, most of our problems will be solved. No more scratching or damaging over time, no wobble, and no insecurities that your Joy-Cons didn't slide in properly. Overall, the perfect solution while still being better looking, slicker, and more reliable. And you can still do all of these great things Joy-Cons are known for. Easily sliding in and out, motion controls, and two controllers in one. So you don't have to carry around multiple joysticks just to play a friendly match of Mario Kart or Smash Bros. With your friends. Even though these new rails aren't the main thing people are looking forward when talking about the Switch 2, they're by far one of the best upgrades that make your gaming experience simply better and more enjoyable while receiving a more mature looking console rather than a toy. But now, you may question if the magnetic rails are actually as good as Nintendo makes them sound. Thankfully, they live up to the hype. Multiple YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram creators have confirmed that the new railing system is much better now after trying the Switch 2 out for themselves at the Switch 2 Experience Packs. They say that it looks better, it's easier and significantly faster to install your Joy-Cons, and it feels much sturdier because there is no wobbling around when playing your favorite games. So far, all of the creators didn't complain at all about the Switch 2 railing system. Instead, almost all of them said it's a nice upgrade. So I see no reason why you should worry about this change. Now, let me quickly recap this video for you. So, most people out there aren't really interested about the magnetic Joy-Cons of the Switch 2. But you should be. This may look like a tiny upgrade, but trust me, it's not. It fixes problem people had with their Switches for years, like wobbly controllers and their Joy-Cons flying out of their rail if they're being pushed on hard. Thanks to the new magnetic railing system, all of these problems don't exist anymore. And also, now the console doesn't look like a children's toy anymore. It looks sleek and professional. If you don't agree with me, feel free to correct me in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoyed this clip, I'd really appreciate if you could leave me a like, a subscribe, and share this video. I was David. Bye. Have a nice day.